Hello there, children. Hello, friends. I'm doing this children's message, but so many times these messages can speak to us adults just as much as anybody. So I have a couple of children that are like fourth or fifth grade now, and that we've taught and raised up since we started pretty much at Garden Street Baptist. But anyway, this message today is kind of interesting. Let's start off just talking about we have storerooms around our house. We have maybe a storeroom out in the back. We have store like a closet or pantry, places where we just keep our stuff. Sometimes we keep some real important things, and sometimes we just fill up our storage rooms with junk. And but anyway, in ourselves, we have a storeroom, and our storeroom is in our heart. And in the Bible, in Matthew 12. 35, it says, "A good person produces good things from his storeroom of good, and an evil person produces evil things for a storeroom of evil." So, our storeroom, we want to be sure and put good things in there. We might need to clean out that storeroom and fill it up with good things. We have to be careful what we see and what we hear and what we think about. It's real important for us to focus in and think good thoughts, because in a verse above that, in verse 34 in Matthew 12, it says, "For the mouth speaks from the overflow of the heart." So our heart is our storeroom, and we fill it up with good things. Our mouth is gonna overflow with good things. We're gonna have good things coming out of our mouth. So it's real important if we're to think positive thoughts. When I was a young girl and I became a Christian, I didn't know that I could control my thoughts. I let my thoughts just wander and wander, and I would think bad thoughts about myself and think negative things, and I thought that was good. How could that be? We need to think good thoughts about ourselves, that God created us. The Bible says we're beautifully and wonderfully made. And we need to think good thoughts about others. We need to focus in on good things. If we're watching something on TV that's not right, we need to just take our eyes off of that and not focus on those things that are not right. Or if we're hearing bad things or listening to music that's not healthy, that's not good for us, we need to stop doing that. The Bible tells us to take our thoughts captive and make them obedient to Jesus Christ. So we need to get our thought pattern going and thinking good thoughts that that will help us to be able to speak and good things, that good things would flow from our heart. We fill up our mind and it flows into our heart, and then whatever is in our heart is going to flow out of our mouth. There's another verse I want to share with you right after that, and it's verse 36. It says, "I tell you that on the day of judgment, people will have to account for every careless word they speak." So someday we're going to have to make an account to the Lord for every word, every careless word we said. So we need to be careful to fill and store up our heart with good things, so that the overflow will be good things coming out of our mouth. So we won't have such a big list of careless words that we have to make an account to the Lord. And then the next verse says, "For by your words you will be acquitted, and by your words you will be condemned." To be acquitted means we're going to be set free. Or by our words, we're going to be guilty. So I'd rather be set free than be guilty. So we need to think about our words that we say. We need to think before we even worry about our words. So we need to think about, are we thinking good thoughts? Are we hearing good things? Are we seeing good things? It's our choice. It's our choice to do that. And we don't have to think ugly, bad thoughts about ourselves or about other people. We can pray for them and encourage them and love them. The Bible says that love never fails. So we have to remember, love never fails. Being kind-hearted like Jesus. And that will show the world who Jesus is and that he is love. The Bible says God is love. And so when we fill our mind up with those things, it will overflow and we will speak those things to others. Isn't that wonderful? Want to be a part of God's kingdom and do God's work? And let your heart be filled with good things, not evil, not bad, but good things. Let's fill up that storeroom with scriptures. Let's learn Bible verses. Let's talk good things, think good things, and say good things. Anyway, I appreciate you listening. Brother Jimmy has been preaching about Joseph and how God stirs up the conscience. And it was very interesting. If you get a chance, listen to his message. Thank you. Love you guys. Bye.